What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rough Skins videos, and today we have an interesting looking store. This is what the top sellers is looking like. So we've got the clan-based garage door at number 1, Oil Spill MP5 at number 2, and the Chameleon Python at number 3 on the top sellers. So let's have a look at the limited store. There's nothing new in the general store. We have no clothing and armor for this week, so that's interesting. So we'll get started with the weapons and tools. And we have the Chameleon Python going for $3.85. This is a continuation of the Chameleon set, and the Chameleon set surprisingly hasn't actually performed that well. It looks awesome. I think either way they're going to be good long-term investments, but yeah, they just really aren't performing that well for some reason. I'm really surprised the Rust community are absolutely frothing these, but I guess they are also probably selling quite a lot of them when they're on the Rosterdam store, so that's another thing. Plus, they're also at $3.85, so above center store price for weapons and tools. So overall, the Chameleon Python, I'm not going to recommend investing off the Rosterdam store, although I will still recommend investing in the Chameleon Python off the community market. So the only Chameleon weapon skins performing well so far are the Bolty and the Revolver. We've got like, what, maybe 10 or so Chameleon skins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. So yeah, the odds for the Python performing well aren't very good, because the Python, even though it's absolutely fat, it's also a gun that you don't use for that long, really. I mean, once you get a Python skin, once you get a Python in the game, it's pretty easy to get like a SMG from a Hazy kid or an AK from a metal kit. So overall, you don't really use the Pythons for that long, even though they hit like a truck. And the Chameleon Python probably won't have that much demand because of it. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Chameleon Python off the Rustlam store. However, I will recommend getting it off of the community market with a buy order. Moving over to the inflatable stone hatchet and the inflatable stone pickaxe, both going for $3.05 each. Overall, I really like the design of these blow-up tools. I think they're a really creative skin, and I think that they have been made very well by the skin creator. But unfortunately, they just aren't performing well. So these aren't the only inflatable stuff we've had so far. We also had an AK and the metal pickaxe and the metal hatchet as well. And they're all down at least 40%. So if you want to pick up the inflatable stone pickaxe or hatchet, then I'd recommend getting them off the community market, because you're going to get them for cheaper than what you're getting them for on the Rusterdam store. And so I'm not going to recommend investing in them off of the Rusterdam store either, because their price is quite expensive and they're not going to have the demand to actually go up in value. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the inflatable stone hatchet and stone pickaxe. So let's move over to the Oil Spill MP5 going for $3.05. Now, I reckon this MP5 skin would be absolutely skits if it had the same design as the Chameleon Python in terms of the color change. However, I don't think it does. It still does look awesome. It does remind me a bit of a COD skin. $3.05 is what it's going for. I do think you're going to be able to get it for cheaper off of the community market with the buy order. And it is currently number 2 on the top seller. So it clearly does have a bit of demand. It is actually pretty awesome looking, but I think its ADS does look kind of average. The tip is yellow, so it is a little bit easier to see, but there's just so much going on with that ADS. Plus, we also just had a pay-to-win MP5 skin accepted last week. Yeah, of course, it was a little bit more expensive than this skin, but it also was a pay-to-win skin, whereas this one isn't. So it would be awesome if this had a holographic effect like the Chameleon skins do, but I don't think it does. I still do think it'll have demand, but I think it's just a poor timing for this Oil MP5 to be released right after a pay-to-win MP5 skin. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Oil Spill MP5 off of the Rusterdam store, but if you pick it up as a play skin, I don't think you'll lose money, and overall I will recommend investing in it off of the community market with a buy order. Just try and make sure you get it for cheaper than what you're getting it for on the Rusterdam store, and I think it'll sit around this price. So pretty cool skin, and I wouldn't be surprised if this set continued. So let's just quickly put a hold on the old Rusterdam store investing and look at Skin Serpent. This is, of course, my sponsor for this video. And we do have the memberships, which you guys are probably all well aware of by now. But if you are new, there is the basic free membership, which has the 9% in seller's fees. Then you've got the VIP, which is $6.99 a month, 5% in seller's fee. Premium membership, $25.99 a month, but it does have 0% seller fees on the marketplace. It's got giveaways, it's got a whole bunch of other stuff, and then your withdrawing fees are also 0%. So it's kind of cracked. You've got your marketplace, and then you can chuck your listings up. So then you go into your inventory, and it's actually quite simple. You go into your inventory, and then once you see your skin, you choose it. You click on it, you choose a price that you want to sell it for, and then it goes to your active listings. And the cool thing about it is you can just change the price even while it's up. So this Chroma Flare M249 I have at the moment on Skin Serpent for sale is going for 92 cents or 92 Skin Serpent gems. And it's currently active, but I could change that right now to 91 if I wanted to, and then just update it and the price listing changes. So actually it's really convenient in that sense where you don't have to take it off the market, do another trade, and then have it back up on the website for a different price. So yeah, really convenient to just change the price like that. Definitely check out Skin Serpent. Plus they still do have their 0% in seller's fee premium membership for the 7 days. You can get that for free. So definitely recommend hopping on board and getting the premium membership while it is free for 7 days. That is absolutely cracked, especially if you want to start trying to sell some stuff, because you're going to be able to sell it for 0% seller's fees. Plus, if you want to buy some stuff, then you're going to have a 0% fee in withdrawing and stuff like that. So go check out Skin Serpent, awesome website. Let's get continued back with the Rust store video. And we have the clan-based garage door going for $4.60. This is a glowing deployable, and I will just quickly say congrats to Kizaru for getting this bad boy accepted in the game. It was getting a bit of attention on my Discord in the workshop skins channel. And this is above center store price, going for $4.60, but I do think it's actually a very unique looking garage door skin. Of course, it is based off of the clans, the inside of a clan's base. And it does have a cheeky glow, but it's actually quite an awesome looking glow because it does have the different colors based off of the colors of the light source from the actual item in the game. So we've got the little lantern things that you place on the ground. And then you've also got the white electrical torches lights that you put up on your ceiling of your base. So pretty awesome skin, very unique. You've also got the flashlight on the weapon too, which is pretty cool on the second floor. So yeah, awesome skin, looks sick. Wouldn't be surprised if it continued as a set. This is currently the first item of the clan-based stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if this did continue. The only problem is it is $4.60, and I don't think it's going to have a high enough demand to go up in value overall once it leaves the Rust store and goes to the community market. And so if you're going to pick it up for $4.60, I don't really think you're going to be making money. So overall, if you want to invest in the clan-based garage door, I'd recommend getting it off of the community market as a buy order. I do think that these clan-based garage doors are going to sell quite well on the Rust store. And so the quantity will probably be a little bit higher on the community market. So you should be able to get it for a little bit cheaper with the buy order. So awesome skin, very well made, sick design as well. But I'm not going to recommend investing in it off the Rust store. Sick skin though. Moving over to the final skin of the week, we have the facet sheet metal door going for $2.30. This is center store price for deployables, which is cool. Made by Mad Poly, pretty OG skin creator. And there isn't any glow or anything like that to this door skin, which is chill. But the door skin does look like it would look sick during the day with the light changing, just because, of course, it does have that hectic 3D effect. But look, overall, we have so many door skins in the game, sheet metal door skins. We've got all of the glowing ones that look absolutely skits and are, of course, more pay to win and more advantageous to use. But then, of course, on top of that, we also have windowed doors where you can see through them but not get killed, and they are very beneficial to be using in-game if you're playing the game, and very pay to win in my opinion. So overall, the Face It, the set sheet metal door skin doesn't have either of those things. And I really don't think it's going to have that much demand simply because we have so many sheet metal door skins. If this came out a few years ago, then it would probably sell quite well. But unfortunately it didn't. So overall, I don't think the Facet sheet metal door skin is going to have demand once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market. So I'm not going to recommend investing in it off of the Rust Item store for this week. Alrighty, that is it for this week. I'm pretty sure I talked about the Skullforce AK. If I didn't talk about the Skullforce AK, this part will still be in the video, and it's going for $3.05 in a store price for weapons and tools. I'm actually pretty sure I didn't talk about it. The only Skullforce other weapon we've had is the SAR, and I think that's down about 40%, so it's not performing very well. The other Skullforce skins we've had currently is Burlap, so it's a bit weird that we've had Burlap stuff, or Hide, sorry, for that matter. And then the AK and SAR, but you know, it is what it is. It's kind of going all over the place with the tiers. Overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Skullforce AK. I do think it's going to perform very similar to the Skullforce SAR. Don't get me wrong, I actually think these skins are sick, but I just think they're accepted too late into the game where we have so many awesome looking skins already. So it does make it a lot harder to have demand for skins that don't have a full flash crazy pop or anything like that. Also, I do think the Skullforce AK's ADS is a little bit lackluster, to be honest. So not going to recommend investing in the Skullforce AR, and that is going to do it for this week's skins. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember, go and check out Skin Serpent, and if you do want to try and get the premium membership for the 7 days, definitely look into that as well, because it's definitely going to be worth it. I didn't talk about the Blackberry Furnace. I'm clearly very tired, so I'm not going again. We have the Blackberry Furnace. The description on the Rust Item store is Juicy Effect, which is pretty cool. This furnace skin does look quite unique during the day, but even at night, it is a full purple glow. It actually does look pretty awesome, but I still don't think it's going to really have any demand once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market. The more I look at this skin, the more I like it, but $3.05. We already have so many awesome looking furnace skins. I'm not going to recommend investing in it. It's a cool furnace skin, but it's not going to make you any money. Yeah, that's it. That is, I'm just going to double check and make sure I've definitely gone through every skin. I think I have. All right, I'm bouncing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Go check out Skin Serpent. And remember, have a skits one.